What we're doing is just a grassroots movement. It's very easy. The people who are out here today are here because they came in through our meetup group. So you can also start a meetup group about impeachment in your area as well.
You can go to meetup.com and put in impeachment as a search term and start popping up all the impeachment groups in your area.
Here we are in front of Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren's office, California District 16. And the reason we're here is because we're doing, look, see? This is an activist in training, folks. This is what we do.
I think it's the impeachment of Cheney and Bush, and one of them is bringing criminals to justice. These men are guilty of subverting and perverting the Constitution.
Thank you!
But they're also guilty of monstrous crimes against humanity.
Very concerned about the war in Iraq. It really bothers me that my tax money is going to pay for this war, to be killing innocent people. My other concern is that we are beginning to lose some of our freedoms here in America.
Impeachment is about preserving the Constitution. It is not a political issue at all.
It was pretty impressive, the Wexler website, where 33,000 in 1 hour people who had signed.
For to defend the Constitution. We would like her to do a little treading water at least.
The Silicon Valley Impeachment Coalition, the reason we're here is because Zoe Lofgren is on the House Judiciary, which means it's the committee that can start impeachment proceedings for Dick Cheney, H-Res 799. That's the bill that Dennis Kucinich presented to the floor of the House back in the beginning of November. And it was immediately sent into the House Judiciary Committee. We are here to demand that Zoe Lofgren start the proceedings and urge the committee to start the proceedings, along with Robert Wexler of Florida. Start your own groups by doing this. Put your signs together, walk up and down your downtown area, and watch what happens. You get interaction with the public. It's fabulous. People want impeachment.
On trial in Nuremberg, they'd have been hanged along with Goebbels and Himmler and the rest of them. Their crimes are that serious. And so it's essential to bring criminals to justice. But the other point is the destruction of the Constitution. And I think that if they leave office without being impeached, this republic is seriously damaged, maybe beyond repair, because of what they have done to the Constitution. It's extremely important. It's not just enough to say, well, he'll be out in a year. That's our peril. He will be out in a year and beyond impeachment. So we need to impeach him before he leaves office.
Mike, I joined the Silicon Valley Impeachment Coalition because I was increasingly concerned about the violations that I saw happening by both President Bush and Vice President Cheney. And to my dismay, the Congress wasn't doing anything to stop it. And what I'm finding is that a lot of people out on the streets disagree with what the Bush administration is doing, and they support impeachment, but they haven't seen Congress doing anything about it. And most of them don't even know that there's a bill before Congress right now for impeachment investigations to begin. And that's why I think it's critical that all of us get out and just start participating in the democratic process.
Just make one more point. All these honks that you're recording here, our job is to turn these honks into phone calls and letters. My dictum is private rage will not save the country. You have to make your rage public. You have to take public act, and you have to call Zoe Lofgren if you're in her district, or even if you're not, because she's on the Judiciary Committee, and you have a right to call her and demand that she begin impeachment proceedings.
And that's why we have the sign here. Call Representative Lofgren at 408-271-8700. And we have the signs out every week to remind people, and you too can go in front of your congressperson's office. Find out who your congressperson is. Start making signs. Gather your friends together, people you know, and just get out there in the streets like we're doing.
I would encourage everybody, this is your country. Your government can only be as good as you make it, and you have to participate in some way. I'd encourage you to look on your computer, and even if you only have time to write letters to your congressman, go to something like moveon.org, find out what letters need to be written that week and send emails or phone calls to your congressman to influence your government.
I think as a country our problems are so big and so deep that the only way we're ever going to solve them is for each and every one of us to take personal responsibility. So I'm doing what I can and I'm asking other people to do what they can, so please do what you can.
Weekly letter, and we have our signatures here. And
Thank you. I appreciate addresses too. That's great.
Yes.
Thank you. That way we
You're
can
welcome.
respond. Emailed back to Randy on the 2nd of January. Then we can decide on a time that she has available. You guys could meet.
That's great.
Okay.
Really appreciate it.
I had to wait.
So please do what you can.